Everybody, welcome. We have the first pitch. We see Easton Wolf's going to lead off for the Rough Riders, and he's going to foul it off for an 0-1 count. Going to take a ball. Foul another one off, so it's 1-2. Going to be up high. So count is going to be even at 2-2 here. Just underway here in Bullard, Texas. Rain all day throughout East Texas, but it has stopped raining. It's very cloudy, but it has cleared off. Going to take another ball. Going to bring the count full. It's the counselor, Stephen Shires here. Got the Larry Pierce and Chris Wallington up in Tyler doing the Rough Riders. And going to call strike 3. So called strike there on Easton.
Shortstop number 8, Logan Horton.
It's going to bring up Logan Horton, but in the second spot. We have called strike. Should be joined at some point by Jason Lawson. And Logan's going to strike it good, but it's going to go in the right field, and it's going to be out for out number 2.
Let's go, TJ.
It's going to bring up Bellin.
Go, TJ.
Bellin's going to swing at the first pitch and going to foul it off. He'll take a ball. So 1-1. Swing a little ahead of it, but he's going to foul it off. Make it 1-2 here.
Hang in there, TJ.
And of course, this is not van versus center. Have that fixed here in just a second. Thought I'd change that out.
Way to go. Good job.
Let's go, TJ.
So still 2-1.
Lord have mercy.
Now do it for the Riders. 1-2-3 with 2 strikeouts. Gray at the bottom of the first. It's 0-0. You're watching Center Rough Rider Baseball here live on NETSN.
So you know about Tomlin Insurance Store and the services that Matt, Mallory, and Gracie provide.
Yep, they're fine people.
Yeah, but you need to focus on the services. Life, home, and auto, but also farm.
Tractors and ATVs.
And recreation.
Motorcycles and boats and golf carts and snowmobiles if you're Looney Tune crazy.
And they work with the nationally known Progressive brand. I guess you know those folks.
Looney Tune crazy.
It's okay. Your folks are Matt and Mallory Snyder at Tomlin Insurance Store. So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center. So if you need a new set of tires, Center Tire's the place to go? Check. What if you just need one tire repaired? Check. But what if your car needs an oil change or it needs to be aligned? Check and check. It's all there at Center Tire. Do you own a plot of land? If you do, no matter what the size or the makeup of that plot, Bird Forestry needs to be on your side. They like to say, it's your forest. Let Bird Forestry help you manage it. What do you think of when you hear the word ace? In tennis, it means a serve so good the opponent can't touch it. In warfare, you want your very best, your ace. And in cards, it's the best card you can draw. Same way is true in hardware. Ace is the place for so many things. When you need your best, it's Ace.
Everybody, welcome back.
Dylan Fowler.
So going to lead off is going to be Fowler for Bullard, number 15. Bellin on the mound. He's going to start him off with a low pitch. So it's going to be ball one. The pitch is going to miss just a little high.
Got it, TJ.
Now it's right down the pipe for a strike.
Good job, good job.
Coach making some outfield adjustments, moving them over, shading them toward right field. So right center and left center. Millen's going to bounce that one in. It's 3-1. Hitter count here for Fowler, number 15 for Bullard. So count is full now. There's going to be a hit over to short and a throw over and first for an easy out.
Good job, boys.
Good play by Horton, who's at short tonight.
Left fielder, number 7, Ethan Foster.
It's going to bring up Foster, the left fielder. Left-handed hitter here. Nice pitch. Ooh. Did not call that a strike. So 2-1 with the foul. So we got Easton at second, got him shaded toward the bag. Horton at third. I'm sorry, at short. So Foster's going to take strike two. Going to even up the count at 2-2. Oh. That pitch looked awful good. So we're going to be called a ball. So count is full. Going to hit it. It's going to stay in the air. It's going to hold up for Cody, and he's able to bring it in for the second out.
Third baseman number 2, Ty Rigsby.
That's going to bring up Rigsby, third baseman. It's going to be a little high.
Pitch, TJ.
When Bellin misses, he's not missing by much here this evening, early on. That pitch is going to be considered high. So the count is 3-0 here. Going to be ball 4 for a walk.
Nobody hurt. Nobody hurt.
The pitcher number 13, Gage Korinik.
Let's go, TJ. You got it, kid.
Going to bring up the pitcher, Korinik, in the cleanup spot. 2 outs here. With a runner on first. Got our left fielder is shaded towards center. There's a huge gap. Gonna pop one up. Can't get it.
Way to hustle. Good job. Way to run, Trenton.
Had a long way to run for both guys.
Good job, guys. All of them over there.
So count is 0-1 here on Korinik, the pitcher. Bellin with 18 pitches here so far. They're breaking. The throw's going to go down. It's going to be not in time.
All right, good stoppage.
So going to steal second. Obviously, what you need to do with 2 outs to try to get that runner in scoring position. The pitch was called a ball at the plate, so it's 1-1 now with a runner on second.
Hike.
Come on.
Hey, let's go, TJ. You got it, kid. Catch and throw, babe.
Yep, that's going to bounce. It's going to get past our catcher, and the runner's going to advance to third on a wild pitch.
You got it, TJ. Let's go, defense. Let's go, guys.
So it's going to make the count 3-1 here. Ball's going to be driven, and it's going to fall. So Bullard is going to score a run.
Designated hitter number 14, Bryce Roberts.
Designated hitter number 14, Roberts, up for Bullard.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now running at first base for Bullard, number 17, Tucker Stainback.
Stainback, courtesy runner in for the pitcher.
Hey, let's go, TJ. You got it, kid.
The pitch is up and high, so it's going to be ball one. Here with 2 outs. Bullard doing the damage with 2 outs with a walk, stolen base, a wild pitch, and then a ball that dropped in left center field. Pitch is high, so it's 2-0. Runner's going. See, Brain's going to have a good chance at this one. Got him. Got him. Nice play by Jaden Lane to throw him out at second. Nice play by the second baseman, Easton, with the tag. So that will do it for the first. Bullard does score a run. So we'll go back to start the second here. Bullard up 1-0.
Pineywood Sports and NETSN say thank you to our season-long sponsors that proudly bring us Center softball and baseball. Ace Hardware is the place. Center Tire, new ownership, new services, same attention to quality. And Covington Lumber, your third-generation supply store and lumber yard. Pineywood Sports and NETSN says thank you to these fine sponsors of Rough Rider Baseball and Softball. Bird Forestry, helping industry protect nature. Granny B Snow Cones, the sign that summer is here. The Pizzeria, the taste of a generation. And TNR Steaks and More, all you can eat, all the time. And Ray Jones Chevrolet, let Marlon Ray, Mr. Chevrolet, show you what's on the lot. These sponsors say, go Riders. Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
All right, here we go. Cody Atkinson at the plate. And he's going to hit one sky high. It's going to be out number 1.
Come on, Gage. I need you on base. Base hit, base hit.
Left fielder number 13, Gage Vidrine.
It's going to bring up Gage Vidrine. After Atkinson flies out to end up being the first baseman. Just heard from Jason Locke. He'll be here shortly. The voice of the Rough Rider baseball. And it's going to be foul tip for strike 2. It's going to be a strike 3, but the ball gets past the pitcher, or sorry, gets past the catcher. So that's a steal. So now we're going to have Gage on first. It's going to bring up our catcher, Jaden Lane.
Catcher number 23, Jaden Lane.
Jaden's going to fall in the hole here, 0-2.
Let's go, Jaden.
Ball gets past the catcher, and Vadrine is going to get to second on the pass ball. And the count is 1-2 on Lane. He's going to watch it outside. Going to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the runner on second here with 1 out. And Jaden's going to hit one, a scalder down the line, but it's going to go foul.
Let's go, Jaden.
So the count remains 2-2 here. Vadrine with a short lead, still just right off Nuggets on the grass. And Lane's going to hit one. That's going to go to second, but it's going to be a slow roller. It's going to get.
Work him in here. Get a pass ball. Let's go.
Going to get Vadrine over to third. We've had 2 pass balls. We had a
Second
wild pitch
base
in
for
front of
number
us.
4, Sutton Link.
So that's going to bring up Link. And welcome to the broadcast, Mr. Jason Locke.
Well, hello. Sorry I am running late. I tell you
We
what.
started early. Here, have a seat
It has
in
been
your chair.
a long trip over. I think I passed Noah and a bunch of animals.
Right.
It flooded on me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Link's going to swing through. That's going to be strike 2.
All right, so an 0-2 count here with 2 away. Good-looking ball field here. Bullard has done a fantastic job.
Oh, yeah. It's all turf. That's the only reason we're able to play.
It's going to be foul back, so he's hanging in there.
I feel like most other ball fields are probably too wet to play.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I came from Longview. I had a
Yeah.
meeting in Longview, went to Henderson, and then between here and Henderson, it flooded.
Yeah.
So, yeah, anybody playing up here is getting wet.
Oh, there
This
we
is
go.
hit
Is that going to
right
drop?
to
Oh, no.
shortstop.
I thought that had a chance to get over, but it does not. And so the Riders are going to end the inning stranding one at third. So after 1.5, Bullard 1, Riders 0.
People come to Covington Lumbers for construction projects, and one of those, paint projects. Whether it's exterior or interior, Covington's has you covered. With the Farrell Calhoun brand, over 120 years of excellence, vivid colors.
For paint, it's Covington's.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those
Oh,
American
no, I couldn't possibly.
cheeseburgers.
I'm
Ice
a
cream,
vegetarian.
cheeseburger. That's
How
what
can
I need.
Father?
Ice cream.
Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they can all get something good. Dairy Queen.
Everybody, welcome back. If you're watching live in center, you're not going to believe it. It is not raining here. There's a line, and we are just west of it.
Yeah, beautiful where we are tonight. Perfect night for baseball.
going to bring Russ Roberts back to the plate. He was at bat when Lane threw out the base runner. It was actually the courtesy runner for Corinth. So Roberts is back up.
And Bellin kicks and delivers, and that's going to be fouled back into the net. Bellin, big senior right-hander. Bullard has a 1-0 lead here. We're in the bottom of the second. And we are sitting underneath a speaker.
Yeah, we are, aren't we? Well, I had to measure it. I had to get enough cable to get our camera up there.
Right.
And I had to have enough cable to get to the electric plug. So this was kind of it.
It's a good setup, yeah. And that's going to be high, 1-1.
Good job.
This umpire seems to have a lower strike zone than some.
And Bellin found it there for strike 2, 1-2. Bellin with his golden shoes on again this year.
Yep.
And he goes for it. Strike 3 and a big strikeout for T.J. Bellin.
You know what that is? He iced him.
He tried to hold up. I think he went anyway, but the ball itself was a strike across the plate. So one way or the other, he's out of there.
Shortstop, number 8, Jackson Holt.
Jackson Holt steps in. He's the shortstop for the Panthers. And Bellin delivers a breaking pitch for strike 1. Took a little bit off that. Caught the shortstop looking for the fastball. Snuck a breaking ball by him. Comes back, fastball hit on the ground to short. Shortstop's up, and he's out at first. Nice play by the shortstop for the Rough Rider.
We'll get on the right camera. That was Horton playing short tonight. They've kind of switched it up a little bit. Here how they're doing it. I'm trying to get you
Center fielder, number 4, Ashley Jones.
All right.
So bring up Jones, the center fielder.
2 down here. First pitch strike to Jones. TJ is dealing strikes this inning.
I think he realized where he's got to go to get the.
And another breaking pitch for strike 2. A big swing way out in front of that one. And let's see if Bellin comes back with the curveball. Oh, it's nothing but heat. It's on the ground. Horton comes up, and out number 3. The Riders made that quick.
That's the kind of inning we want to see. So after 2, Riders trail 1-0. But man, what some good action we got here. We'll be right back.
One of my favorite memories is waking up on Sunday morning at Grandma's house to the smell of breakfast. Now, Diamond B Cafe's not quite Grandma's house, but it's pretty darn close. Now, it may take an extra minute to get the food to the table, but quality takes time. Diamond B Cafe on the corner of Timpson and Tenahawk in Center. If you're in a hurry and need a quick pick-me-up, stop by Diamond B Coffee, 500 Hurst Street, serving specialty coffees, breakfast, lunch, and sweets.
Sandy Cox is a good State Farm agent. Just ask Drake. He knows. State Farm agents in general are pretty cool, but Sandy Cox has the answers to your questions. Like, what's best for me, for my kids, for my business, for my farm? For all of us in Shelby County, those questions can be answered at Sandy Cox State Farm.
Excuse me, sir. Could you help me with something? Sure. What can I help you with? No, my wife, she wants my bathroom to change. She says it's a little too plain. Unfortunately, if it can't be done with a hammer, I don't know what to do. Well, could I ask, where do you live? Well, usually in a house, but sometimes in the truck from time to time. No, what city? Center, Texas. It's not in the center, though. No problem. In Center, Texas, people call Ricky Andrews Construction for all their construction needs.
And Caden Nutt leads things off here for the Rough Riders. First pitch was called a strike at the plate. And he hits this solid towards second base. Second baseman comes up with it, and good play by the first baseman. Pulled him off the bag, but the umpire says he held on long enough for the out. Thought we got away with one there for a second. So one away here in the top of the third.
Right fielder number 6, Jordan Evans.
That's going to bring up Evans. This is the first time we've seen him in action here since we started covering. He's going to take a strike one. Or swing at it.
Fastball from the lefty. Evans playing right field tonight. He fouls this one back, so he's down in the count 0-2 here. And a breaking pitch catches him swinging for strike 3. So Evans goes down on strikes.
It's going to bring up Easton Wolf, number 11. He struck out looking in the first.
Got to find a new baseball. The Bullard Panthers threw it around the diamond.
Third baseman number 11,
somebody,
Easton Wolf.
Somebody forgot there was nobody at third and threw it into the dugout. So here we go. Got a new baseball. Easton Wolf steps in. And a breaking pitch hit hard right up the gut. Fumbled by the shortstop, and Wolf is on. So Wolf hit that hard, but it kind of took a funny hop when the shortstop got to it, and he kind of booted it off the heel of his glove. Easton too quick to pick that up and throw him out, so he is safe at first.
Shortstop number 8, Logan Horton.
Got a E6 on the Panthers, and Logan Horton comes up to bat with Wolf standing at first base. 2 outs. Left-handed pitcher.
Horton flew out.
That one inside almost caught Horton on the knee for ball 1.
Horton flew out to the right fielder his first time up. Struck the ball well.
And that one in the dirt. The catcher keeps it in front, but Wolf takes second on the hop. So the minute Easton saw that ball hit the dirt, he took off for second base. The catcher kept it off his chest out in front like you train him to do, but he is not quick enough to get Easton Wolf. So 2 outs, runner at second. Horton got a 2-0 count. And that one low for the first strike, so 2-1 now. That was a good pitch to take. You're right. He likes that low strike zone.
Yeah.
Catcher caught that right on the turf. That one inside. Catcher just able to get a glove on it. So the count now is 3-1. Horton worked himself into a good spot here. And a swing, this one down the third baseline. Third baseman makes the play, comes across. It is close at first base. Oh, they called him out. Boy, that was bang, bang. I thought Horton had a step on him, but did not go his way.
All right, folks, that'll do it for the Riders here in the third. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. It'll be the Bullards' turn to bat here. Riders trail 1-0.
You know that Center Glass can fix your cracked windshield. But for the experts at Center Glass, fixing a windshield is just the beginning. Center Glass can also renovate your bathroom, turn your fixtures and shower into something entirely new and unique to your home. For all of your glass-related needs, it's Center Glass.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with a primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading deep East Texas care provider, recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith, focused on family. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. Then come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods.
All right, this is going to bring up number 20, Tate Wynn, the right fielder for Bullard.
And Bellin delivers out of the strike zone. I cannot believe how pretty the weather has turned out. We have a beautiful sunset here in Bullard. Rainy back in center. That one hops in.
Rainy everywhere, about 15 miles east of here.
We're just in a pocket, like an island of clear blue sky and a beautiful sunset. And this is popped up on the infield. First base gives it a chase. It is drifting and out of play. Thought that one was going to stay clear for a second. Stockwell and Wolf both gave it a good run.
Like, I'm going to leave it with you for a second. I'm going to go see what I can't do about our wide camera with the focusing issue. I'll be right back.
And this ball is hit into right field. Evans not able to make a play. It gets on the ground past Evans. He's going to have a long throw. Runner heads to second, and he is in to second with a stand-up double. Ball just caught Evans kind of in between. He didn't know if he wanted to step up and make the catch or step back and take it on the hop, and he ended up doing neither. Unfortunately, the ball rolled past him, and the runner was able to take an extra base.
Second baseman, number 16, Tannen Wynn.
All right, just trying to get our cameras focused a little better. They have a huge net, and it's kind of playing with the camera focus, but Counselor's doing a good job here. All right, so Bullard with a man on second. No outs. Bellin's going to step away. All right, Bellin steps away again. So a little gamesmanship going on. A lot of signals being passed by both teams here. Runner's got 1 foot in the grass. And the delivery is a pop-up on the infield. Bellin calls it at the pitcher's mound and makes the play. So one away here. TJ made a good pitch and then made a good out.
First baseman, number 15, Dylan Fowler.
All right, so the first baseman for Bullard steps in with one out here and a man at second base. And this one gets past Lane and goes all the way to the backstop. Runner will advance to third without a throw. Kind of wiped the ball off. I'm sure it's probably damp. They did get quite a bit of rain here earlier in the day. You can tell that things are a little damp out on the field. Not sure if that one got away from TJ. All right, so we've got a runner at third base with one out. Gonna have to be careful here. And that is a strike right down the middle. Good fastball by Bellin. Count now 1-1 with one away. And he's going to swing away and take strike two. That ball well on the outside corner. The batter did not like the call, but he is down in the count now 1-2. TJ's got to be careful where he places it. Anything that goes to the backstop, you got a runner at third.
There it is, right there.
That one low and outside again, just out of the strike zone. Counts even at 2-2. And that pitch outside. Full count with one away. Bellin's going to walk around, call time for a second, and ask for a baseball. Yeah, that ball definitely damp. You see Lane has a towel. He's trying to wipe it off and help his pitcher out a little bit. So TJ hopefully has a dry ball. We got a full count with one away and a man on third. And that pitch low and outside, ball 4. We got runners at the corners. Just a hair low.
Left fielder, number 7, Ethan Foster.
Ryder's going to come in tight on the corners here. One out. We have a left-handed batter, number 7, Crawford, at the plate. And the fastball inside misses for ball 1. Lane turned and asked a question. Probably like, hey, what happened to that? We thought it was a strike. Runner from first is going to break for second. Lane is not going to throw down. And runners are safe at second and third. All right. So second and third, one out. We have a lefty at the plate. Bellin is down in the count 2-0 here. Comes back with a good fastball. Panther just able to get a piece of that for a foul ball. Now the count 2-1.
Hoping I solved our.
Yeah, I think the picture's a little clearer.
Well, it's just not going back and forth.
Yeah, you can tell the wind is starting to blow that net a little bit.
Yeah.
And that one low as well. So 3-1 now to the batter. He does have first base open with one out. You definitely don't want to give him anything he can drive right here with 2 on.
Right.
You'd rather give up the walk than put something out across the plate that he can handle. And a good fastball inside, but that's going to be called ball 4. Wow. Lane took his helmet off and said, "What is wrong?" Literally pointing like, what is going on? All right. Whether we like it or not, we got bases loaded. Coach is going to go out and talk with his pitcher. He made a couple of good pitches right on the inside corner that they thought they had. So the Riders are going to meet at the mound.
All right, we're going to hear from a couple sponsors while we do that, and we'll be right back.
The following sponsors back all of our area teams all spring long. They include Batters Law Firm. When your case matters, it's got to be Batters. Hope Medical, providing quality medical care, also provides hope. Portacool, maker of the Apex Series fans for peak cooling. Sandy Cox Insurance, your State Farm good neighbor, supports the riders and lady riders. Diamond Bees, for cooking just like home. And Blake Furniture on Selma Street, the best furniture at the best prices. And Farmer State Bank, an institution for over a century.
Going to bring Rigsby to the plate with the bases juiced. Jason Lott.
We got Rough Riders crashing from every corner. They're in on the grass having to cut the run at home. One out here. Bases loaded in the bottom of the third. Bellin really going to have to reach back and find his best stuff. And that one foul back, so the count now 1-1. Bellin going to have to change some speeds here, use some of his curveballs off speed, do whatever he can. That one fouled back as well. Good pitch there, 1-2. Been throwing the breaking ball effectively in these early innings. And comes with a fastball. It's driven hard into left field, and that is Vadrine. Comes up with a catch. Everybody's going to tag. They will score one and just one. What a fantastic play by Mr. Vadrine in left field. Folks, I can't tell you how hard that catch was to make. Now they're going to throw over to third and check the appeal to see if he made the tag. They are going to register that he did tag. Coach is going to go out and ask a couple of questions here.
Yep. I'm going to go check on the battery on our camera while you do that.
It was bang, bang. It did look like the runner broke a little early. Vadrine had to dive and catch that ball off the grass. He made a fantastic play, but the runner was already skipping down the line. That's what Coach saw, and that's what we saw. Umpire's going to claim he tagged up. All right. Well, look, let's give Vadrine credit. That saved at least 2 more runs. Had he dove and missed that ball, it would have cleared the bases. So a great play out in the outfield. We now have 2 outs. Runners are going to hold at first and second. Another lefty comes to the plate. Now Bellin's got a little bit of the pressure off. He's got 2 outs. And nice fastball in for strike 1.
Go, TJ.
Wind is picking up here.
Yeah, there is a line of clouds that just passed over us. And that is a foul tip to the fence, so that is strike 2. Bellin making some quality pitches here. All right, way ahead in the count. Maybe come back with some of the off-speed stuff here off the plate.
No runner on third, so you can.
Yeah, he's got a little room here. Comes back with the hard stuff, and that's going to be foul back as well. Kind of surprised he went with a fastball there.
This is the pitcher, Korinek.
No leads whatsoever. A very late time called at the plate. Bellin was already in his windup. No leads out on the bag at all. Just kind of walking off 4 or 5 feet, so no threats. With 2 outs, they're going to stay home. And a good off-speed pitch for strike 3, late call, but we knew it was coming, folks. Good job, TJ Bellin.
The umpire knew if he didn't make that call, he was going to get, somebody's going to rush the field.
It was going to get loud around here.
Yep. So,
all right.
We're going to go to break. When we come back, it'll be the top of the 4th. We'll be right back.
So you know about Tomlin Insurance Store and the services that Matt, Mallory, and Gracie provide.
Yep, they're fine people.
Yeah, but you need to focus on the services. Life, home, and auto, but also farm.
Tractors and ATVs.
And recreation.
Motorcycles and boats and golf carts and snowmobiles if you're Looney Tune crazy.
And they work with the nationally known Progressive brand. I guess you know those folks.
Looney Tune crazy.
It's okay. Your folks are Matt and Mallory Snyder at Tomlin Insurance Store. What do you do when the world gets a little blurry? When the eyes aren't exactly doing what they once did? You need a little focus. In Center, Texas, that focus is on the Center Square right next to the Rio, the beautiful and historic offices of Dr. Charles Collard. If it's frames or contacts you're looking for, or if it's a more serious problem, Dr. Collard can help you. Dr. Charles Collard in Center. Do you own a plot of land? If you do, no matter what the size or the makeup of that plot, Bird Forestry needs to be on your side. They like to say it's your forest. Let Bird Forestry help you manage it.
Behold the chicken fried steak sandwich. This particular chicken fried steak sandwich can only be found at Diamond Bee Cafe in Center, Texas. And it pairs very well with seasoned fries and sweet tea. And if you're lucky, there'll be some of that Nana's banana pudding to go along with it. Get by Diamond Bee Cafe in Center and see the wonderful folks and all the wonderful menu items for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
What's that old State Farm slogan, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there? Well, that could not be a better description than Chris Mayfield of Mayfield State Farm. Since he came to town close to 20 years ago now, he has been the quintessential good neighbor. It's the same thing true of his insurance agency, Chris Mayfield State Farm.
Ricky Andrews Construction is your choice for construction projects large or small. He's the local expert in tile work, and he'll do a painting job for you of any size. And give him a chance to look at your kitchen or your bathroom for a complete remodel. Ricky can help you take the run-of-the-mill bathroom and turn it into something special just for you. Give him a call or find him on Facebook.
All right, folks, we are back. Sorry about that. You missed T.J. Bellin. He grounded out, was thrown out at first, so one down here. We are in the top of the fourth. The Rough Riders find themselves down 2-0, facing a lefty from Bullard. Off-speed pitch, and that's going to be off the plate. Count 1-1 with one away. And this hit hard. Shortstop's going to dive. It goes off the glove. This is going to look like a double. No, he's going to hold up. Left fielder got there in a hurry. Shortstop kind of booted that off the glove, but he didn't knock it down as much as we thought. Got to the left fielder a little quick, but a good play. The Riders with one down have a man at first base.
Yeah. So like the last game we covered, it was a game in Sabine, and we overmatched them. But two things happened. Number one, Atkinson hit 2 home runs.
Oh, wow.
And then Wolf hit it inside the park, Granny B grand slam.
Well, look, they've been young the last couple of years,
yeah.
But we knew we had some athletes. We knew they could play. They just needed a little experience. Ought to be a breakout year for some of these guys this year.
And we really think, I mean, this is a very tough baseball district, but Bullard may be the class of the district, so.
Runner goes. This is going to be popped up. Is it going to get foul?
Yeah, it's going to be foul.
Yes, foul territory. No play on the ball, so everybody will come back. It was a good pitch to run on.
Yep.
Unfortunately, not able to keep it fair. All right, so we're back to 1-1 with one out, man on first.
Rodrine flew out.
And this is going to be a ball down low. Vadrine made a fantastic
Yes,
play
he did.
in the field last inning. Saved the Rough Riders at least 2 runs with a dive and catch in left. He's going to hammer this into right. It's getting altitude. Right fielder's going to camp out. And it got so shallow, the center fielder stepped under him and made the play. We saw the ball. It just went higher and higher and higher, and the center fielder came up and actually made the catch. So 2 outs. Runner retreats to first base. That's going to bring up Lane.
Catcher number 23, Jaden Lane.
Runner goes on 2 outs here. They're going to make a throw to second. He is in
nice.
safe. No, they called him out. He must have overslid.
Oh, my.
He was safe by a mile, folks. He must have overslid the bag is the only thing we can think. Oh my goodness, he slid in so hard, and if you've ever played on turf, you know it's like sliding on glass when it's wet. I think he went right over the top of the bag and just came off.
So, oh no, that's just crazy, because I thought he was safe by a mile.
Yeah, oh, he beat the throw, no question about it. I think he hit it like glass, went right over the top of the bag, and they tagged him trying to get back. All right.
Yep.
We've got an update here on Center Rough Rider Soccer. Now this will be the boys soccer team from Chris Watlington here at Christus Mother Frances Patron Saint of Our Lord Earl Campbell Rosefield Stadium. I'm not sure that that's accurate, but that's what we're going to call it. He says the game is tied 1-1.
I think patron saint, not patron.
Yeah, yeah, patron. He spelled it Patron.
Patron. You know, he did. I look
read
at that.
Spanish.
Yes.
I just don't speak it well.
Well, Patron, I know you'd never know this, Locke, as a been teaching your Baptist church Sunday school class, but Patron is a brand of tequila.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm aware. Game 1.
That's. Oh, so we just heard over the intercom, Bullard advanced on penalty kicks over Sunnyvale.
Yeah, the regulation ended 1-1. They had 2 overtimes, then penalty kicks, and basically Bullard girls win 3-2 in penalty kicks. Center boys have not even played yet, but they'll be on soon. Chris Watlington there to carry that as well from Christus Mother Frances, patron saint of our Lord, Earl Campbell Rose Stadium from Tyler, Texas. Yep, the folks from Tyler still proud of their home field son, Mr. Earl Campbell, still well known in the area.
Yeah, I don't know, Locke, that those clouds are moving this way.
It is getting darker and darker. I think we might have some rain headed our way. Let me check the official broadcast radar here. Yeah, it's getting close to us, but I think we're going to be okay for a little while.
Skirt right around us, I think.
I mean, just to the west. We can see it, but I think it's going to miss us.
Bryce Roberts.
All right, so this will be Bullard's DH leading off for them in the bottom of the 4th. Bellin still on the bump for the Rough Riders.
Bellin looking sharp tonight.
Comes off speed, and that's going to miss the outside corner.
Bullard scores their first runs. It was 2 up, 2 down, and they get a walk and get him over and get him in.
And
this
another fastball down the pipe, so the count now 1-1.
So the other run was unearned, given that we had got calls by error in the outfield.
This is a flare into center field. Should be an easy play for Atkinson, and he squeezes out number 1. Was a big, beautiful logo out there. Atkinson standing right in the middle of it. Didn't have to move much to make the play on that one.
Shortstop number 8, Jackson Holt.
It's going to bring up Jackson Holt.
He's the shortstop for the Panthers.
He grounded out to shortstop to Horton in the 2nd.
Bellin steps away. Gets another sign. He and Lane get on the same page, and here we go. Whoa, and that fastball caught him just off the edge of the shoulder, and he's going to jog down. Kind of threw that bat with a little authority, almost threw it into the dugout with his teammates.
Yeah, that was
that hurts. Now look, it caught him right on the point of the back of the shoulder with a fastball, and Bellin had a lot behind it.
Center fielder number 4, Atlee Jones.
All right, Jones comes to the plate. We've got 1 out and a man on, and he has a huge lead at first base. Bellin, a right-hander. This is going to be fouled back into the screen. Coach realigning a couple of his outfielders. And Bellin asked for a a dry baseball. And here we go. Shows bunt, pulls that back, takes a ball on the corner. It's even now 1-1. And that one fouled back as well. Count now 1-2 with one out. Runner at first, staying put. See what Bellin delivers here. He's going to check first and almost had the runner leaning. The throw kind of came off the turf. Stockwell did a good job scooping that up, or that would have been a free base. And they catch him leaning again.
Oh, yeah, that was close.
Bellin makes a much better throw this time. Runner gets back. He kind of has his coach needs to work on his technique. He has kind of a lean and hop right at the end, and if you catch him in the lean, you got him.
Yep, that was real close.
This is going to be hit softly to second. Wolf comes up, goes to first, and makes the play. All right, so 2 outs. Runner does advance to second. That almost ended up being kind of a rolling bunt.
Yeah.
Fielder number 20, Tate Win.
Right fielder comes to the plate with 2 outs. And this one skips in, but did he go? Yes, sir, he did. We thought he did. We agree with the umpire. He made a good call there. So 1 strike.
I thought he went way around. I'm not sure why you need help with that one.
The home plate turned and asked for an appeal. I mean, the young man spun all the way back, was facing his own dugout.
Yeah.
Bellin going to step away here. Everybody reset. Counts 0-1, 2 outs. Got a Panther standing at second. They had a play on. That's been erased. And a good breaking ball for strike 2. Boy, Bellin fooled everybody in the stadium with that one.
Right. You're almost worried that Wynn could have come back and swung a second time at it.
That's one of those. He kind of got his hands halfway through the zone and just dropped the bat. Yeah. It's like, man, there's no way. Big lead at second base. Horton going to slip in behind him. Bellin needs to step away, and does.
0-2 on the batter, so he can dance around all he wants if we can get this batter out.
Yeah, it's 0-2 with the 2 outs. I mean, you're going to the plate here. The runner's just trying to be a distraction. And a swing and a miss on another beautiful breaking ball. Bellin with a fantastic choice of pitch there. Riders are still looking at a 2-0 deficit here. They'll come back in the top of the 5th.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with the primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading Deep East Texas care provider, recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith, focused on family.
At Shelby Savings Bank, the same thing that's true at the Selma Street location is true at the North Branch. It's where banking meets the smile. They're not just friendly tellers, they're your friendly tellers. And the smile on Manager Janet's face, it's contagious. When you say Shelby Savings Bank is your friendly hometown bank, well, you hit it right on the nose.
Lane.
All right, folks, Jaden Lane going to lead things off here in the top of the 5th for the Riders. He's going to take a strike low on the outside corner. That's the same pitch Jaden asked the umpire about twice earlier in an inning, and then he ended up being on the wrong end of that one. That pitch floats in outside, so the count now even at 1-1. Pitch high and outside, 2-1. And this one's going to be fouled back out of play, 2-2. And that in for strike 3 right down the middle. Jaden doesn't like it. He's going to have to come sit down, though. All right, here we go, folks. We got one down.
Second baseman, number 4, Sutton Link.
Sutton Link going to take strike 1 on the corner as well. Bullard pitcher is going to live out there as long as he gets that call. This is off speed, hitting the gap, and that's a base hit for Link. Nice piece of hitting there. He just lifted a single right over the shortstop's head, and the Riders have a threat.
Got something going here.
Designated hitter, number 20, Caden Nutt.
All right, the DH for the Riders, Caden Nutt, comes to the plate. He's got a man at first base and 1 out to work with. They're going to pick on Link. He's not even half a step off first base.
Let's go, Caden.
And that pitch outside. Link with a little bit better lead over at first. And this pitch outside as well. Count now 2-1, or excuse me, 2-0, 1 out. Link getting further and further off first base over there. And that pitch outside.
Believe it or not, like I believe it's moving kind of northward, but not coming. The
Yeah.
cloud's not coming over us.
Yeah, it's staying just to the east of our location.
Just barely.
I mean, we can see it, literally.
Matter of fact, it may be raining on the other side of Highway 69.
Yeah, over at the Bullard, what's the turnoff there by the, oh, wait a minute.
He
called time
Nutt
before
called time
the
out.
pitch.
Yes, he
Okay,
did.
okay. Pitcher went ahead and delivered, and I was trying to figure out what was going on. Yeah, 3-0 count, 1 out.
I feel like Nutt's probably taking here.
And that went inside under the knees. A late called strike. Wow. That was kind of one of those, I guess I'll make up for an earlier pitch calls. Nutt had to jump out of the way to keep from getting hit. And this is going to be popped out of play. Yes, so now full count. Still has Link at first. Nutt's got a full count at the plate. And the fastball is going to be lifted into center field. Center fielder makes a play on it. And the catch is made. Link has to retreat. And 2 outs. Well, you saw the wind. That ball got up and just died.
Right fielder number 6, Jordan Evans.
The center fielder first started tracking backwards, and that ball got up in the air and died. He had to come charging in to make that play. So Evans at the plate now. Swinging at the first pitch. This one driven into left center.
It's going to hang up, though, I'm afraid.
And it hung up in the air, too. Center fielder had an easy play on that. Riders threatening, but could not get the run across. So we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. They're still down 2-0.
It's the 5th inning. That means normally if Wallach is here, he's been singing the 5th inning stretch. But we're not going to have to do that tonight. We're going to hear from Farmers Break, which brings us our 5th inning stretch here live on NETSN.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those American cheeseburgers.
I'm a vegetarian.
Cheeseburger. That's what I need.
Father.
Ice cream. Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they can all get something good. Dairy Queen.
Well, we're going to be denied Chris Wallington singing and the 5th and the Take Me Out of the Ballpark. We'll get that right. I thought I had it set up. But it's going to bring up the second win.
And that's going to be a called, lane question, that one too. That's going to be a ball on the inside corner. TJ Bellin still pitching strong. And this off speed is popped up on the infield. Stockwell calls it and puts it away. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. You know, there was a plus side to that. We didn't have Watlington, but the plus side is you and I didn't choose to try to sing.
That's right.
That's the plus side.
That's true. And so, everybody, you should thank Farmers Bank for that.
That is exactly right.
So, the second baseman is going to fly out to first baseman for the first out. It's going to be the top of the order up here with Fowler coming to bat.
And Fowler,
he's 0 for 1. He walked and got to second base, and he grounded out to shortstop in the first.
A major shift on for Fowler.
Yeah.
Horton is all the way behind second base. Third base is playing short. And a good hard strike from Bellin on the outside corner.
Of course, Coach is going to have a really good scouting report on this particular team, as this is where he coached.
And this one fouled right back at us, so the count now 1-2. Oh, is this the school that our coach came from?
It is.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So it has to be an interesting feeling for both he and the players.
That's right. And a hard fastball, that's going to be rocketed down the first field line, but foul. TJ made a good pitch there, got right in on the hands. Not much the batter could do but fight it away. Bellin up 1-2 in the count. Goes outside, and that'll be ball 2. Count now even. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Another ice out by TJ Bellin.
course, our strikeouts are brought to you by Twice the Ice.
Left fielder.
Go fill up your
Number 7.
your bag or your cooler with Twice the Ice.
Yeah, I get a lot of filtered water there from.
Oh,
them.
yeah,
They
yeah.
got a good little deal going. It's quick, convenient.
He's going to bring up Foster.
And Bellin starts him off with a good strike.
Foster 0 for 1 with it. He flew out to Atkinson in the first, and then he walked in the third.
And this foul down the Bullard side. So TJ up in the count 0-2. Boy, he is pounding the strike zone. I'll give him that. We're 5 innings in, and he is staying in the zone.
Right. I'll tell you what, though, Bullard does not play lawyer ball. They do not have their bats on their shoulder.
lot of action, a lot of balls in play tonight.
Yeah.
A lot of foul balls. Everybody's swinging. And this is hit sharply, but foul back down the Rough Rider line. Has now hit foul balls down both lines.
Yeah.
Down in the count 0-2. TJ making good pitches. Batter fighting them off. Fouled off another good fastball. You know what I'm feeling right here?
Yes.
3 fastballs in a row. It's time for a big hook. Had to get a couple more balls in the game. Fouling them all out. All right, here we go. Bellin says, hey, I'm ready. The big hook gets him, folks. Off-speed pitch, sets him down. Another Twice the Ice out by TJ Bellin.
All right, very good. So after 5, score remains 2-0. Let's see if the Riders can get something going here with 2 innings left to play. Again, it's 2-0. Riders trail.
Pineywood Sports and NETSN say thank you to our season-long sponsors that proudly bring us Center softball and baseball. Ace Hardware is the place. Center Tire, new ownership, new services, same attention to quality. And Covington Lumber, your 3rd generation supply store and lumber yard. Pineywood Sports and NETSN says thank you to these fine sponsors of Rough Rider Baseball and Softball. Bird Forestry, helping industry protect nature. Granny B Snow Cones, the sign that summer is here. The Pizzeria, the taste of a generation. And TNR Steaks and More, all you can eat, all the time. And Ray Jones Chevrolet, let Marlon Ray, Mr. Chevrolet, show you what's on the lot. These sponsors say, go Riders.
Behold, the chicken fried steak sandwich. This particular chicken fried steak sandwich can only be found at Diamond V Cafe in Center, Texas. And it pairs very well with seasoned fries and sweet tea. And if you're lucky, there'll be some of that Nana's banana pudding to go along with it. Get by Diamond V Cafe in Center and see the wonderful folks and all the wonderful menu items for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
So Easton Wolf is up here. He's going to get started with a ball. And I'm going to tell you, folks, that chicken fried steak sandwich tastes ever as good as it looks. It is terrific.
Wolf hits us a sky high into right field.
We said the wind is just pushing it back.
Well, I tell you what, that one had a lot of legs under it, but unfortunately the right fielder made a play on it. Easton put a good lift in it. All right, so we're in the top of the 6th. Riders running out of chances.
Shortstop number 8, Logan Horton.
They are down 0-2 here. Logan Horton steps in, takes a strike.
You're ready. You ready, Logan? Let's go, buddy.
And that one in the dirt evens the count 1-all. You know, I haven't said anything about it, but the pitcher from Bullard is wearing a shiny red glove. Not
Yes,
just
he
a
is.
red glove, a shiny. I've
right.
never seen that. Logan puts a charge in one straight out to center field, and it's caught.
Dadgum.
Boy, the air is just getting under these. Can't get anything solid on the ground. So 2 away. but it's literally like shiny. I don't know if it's got some kind of glitter spray or just a gloss on it. I don't know if you can pick that up on camera, folks, but the glove is literally shiny. And this is a hard charge back to center field as well. And 3 long balls from the Riders and 3 outs.
All right, we'll go to the bottom of 6, folks. We'll be right back.
You know that Center Glass can fix your cracked windshield. But for the experts at Center Glass, fixing a windshield is just the beginning. Center Glass can also renovate your bathroom, turn your fixtures and shower into something entirely new and unique to your home. For all of your glass-related needs, it's Center Glass.
Do you own a plot of land? If you do, no matter what the size or the makeup of that plot, Bird Forestry needs to be on your side. They like to say, it's your forest. Let Bird Forestry help you manage it. We take our cars for granted, but what happens when they won't start, or they won't run, or they won't turn off, or you get the lights on the dash that say something's wrong and you don't know what to do with it? East Texas Auto Care. It's on Tenaha Highway as you leave town on the left, and they can take care of everything.
The games have never been bigger this fall, and whether you're rooting for the Cowboys or Texans, or you hook 'em, gig 'em, or wreck 'em, don't you deserve to watch them in style? So just a reminder that Blake Furniture saves you money on everything you need to make these the best game watching days ever.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We start the bottom of the 6th. The score 2-0. Bullard with the lead. Oh, it's going to start with a nice strike. Bellin is on fire. Oh, what? Did he call that a ball?
He asked for an appeal, and they waved it off and said it was a ball.
Come on, Rick.
Come on, what?
What did you say the score was?
So it's 2-0. I got Chris Wallington here from Tyler.
Yes, we are just down the road, and the Rough Riders are 2 minutes into their third-round playoff game. It's obviously 0-0 at this point, but yeah, not far down the road. And Bullard just won in triple overtime. The Bullard girls will win 3-2 on penalty kicks.
Wallington, TJ Bellin is dealing tonight. He is absolutely dealing.
Awesome. Tell him I said so.
Right.
And a foul ball back out of play.
It's 2-0. They got 1 run in the first after to get 2 up, 2 down. They got a walk and they got a guy over, scored, and then an error from our left fielder got a guy on, and they were able to push him over. So otherwise, it's been good. There we go. That's twice the ice.
Another ice out by TJ Bellin.
That's right. So it's exciting here. Washington got a great crowd. It's actually been a beautiful evening. The storms are just, literally just east of us. We see the clouds moving.
Yeah, we haven't had any water over here either. Tell me about Tuesday. Who won Tuesday and Sunday?
Bullard did 5-1.
5-1. All right. Well, 0-0 here. We'll report back later.
All right, sounds good. That's Chris Wallington
on
the blimp line from Tyler, Texas.
All right, and that's ball 2, so Bellin down in the count here 2-0 with 1 out.
Get the scoreboard all caught up for everybody. So we're in the bottom of the 6th. 1 out.
And that pitch high, 3-0. Rough Riders running out of innings here. Bottom of the 6th, down 2-0. And Bellin throws this one to the back screen. That's a 4-ball walk to start things off here in the bottom of the 6th.
So that's the pitcher. He'll get a courtesy runner. Coach Ellis is going to go out and talk to his pitcher.
That might be the end of Bellin's night.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Now running at first base for Bullard, number 17.
We'll see what he's going to do. I don't know, he's pitched so well. I don't know.
I think he's going to leave him in. Maybe just getting a check. He threw a 4-ball walk, so just making sure there's nothing wrong, or make sure his arm hadn't gotten any tightness or anything like that. So Bellin's still on the bump. Pitching well, folks. He really has.
I'd like to thank JBI Insurance, has been a Rough Rider backer in every sport that we do. That's Joe Bill Matalier Insurance there on 10 Hall Street. Go there. I mean, he specializes in agricultural type insurance. Joe Bill knows that. I mean, Locke and I both worked in his chicken house at one point.
That's right. Yeah, Joe. If anybody knows how to do farm insurance, it's Joe Bill Matalier. All right. Bellin's got a new batter. That one's going to be high as well. That's 5 balls in a row. So we'll see if Bellin can settle down here in the bottom of the 6th with a runner at first and 1 out. Runner's got a big lead.
There we go.
And that one inside 2-0.
Roberts is 0-2 on the 0-2, and he struck out.
And this is going to be hit softly to short. Horton comes to second. Check that. That was Link who fielded the ball at second, came over to Horton for the play. They tried to double off, not in time. Had another one of those little defensive shifts on, and it worked out perfect. So the Riders now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Jackson Holt.
It's going to bring up Holt. Holt was hit by a pitch, grounded out.
And this one hit softly. Link going to scoop it up, go behind the back, and throw him out at first base. Folks, I hope you saw that. What a play.
Oh, shit. All right, here we got, somebody got so excited they yanked their camera.
Well, let me describe what happened. So the ball was hit to the extreme left. If you're Link, you're having to run to the extreme left, headed on a dead run toward second base. He caught the ball, but his momentum swung it all the way around the back. He catches it in his bare hand and throws the runner out at first base. That was a web gem. If we've seen one tonight, that was it. Beautiful play by Link to get the 3rd out. So the Riders are going to come up here in the top of the 7th. This is their last swing. They've got 3 outs here. They're down 2-0. Let's see if they can get a little something going. Just an unbelievable play by Link. All right, here we go. Let's see. Bullard still has their left-hander in that started the game. All right, here we go, folks. This is for all the money. Riders have 3 more
Center
swings.
fielder number 14, Cody Atkinson.
So Cody Atkins comes to the plate. And swings at the first pitch he sees, fouls it back against the screen. Breaking pitch stays outside, evens the count, 1-1. And a fastball gets past Atkinson for strike 2. Kind of shortened his stride there a little bit, pulled his hands in, couldn't quite catch up. Comes back again, drives this into center field, base hit, and the Riders have something going. Good piece of hitting. I just said that Atkinson pulled his hands in and missed a fastball. He did it again. Pitcher came back in the same exact spot, same pitch, and Atkinson able to just flip that into center field for a single.
Left fielder
nice
number
adjustment.
13, Gage Vadreen.
It's going to bring up the left fielder, Gage Vadreen. no outs, man at first base. Fastball is going to be fouled away for strike one. They're going to check at first base, but no, not even close.
That's why that camera's not working. Okay, we go. Get it back in.
And this hit hard in the gap, into right field. They're going to turn and hold. Right fielder came up, made a good play on the ball. They held the runner at second, so the Riders getting things going here. We got runners at first and second with no outs in the top of the seventh, and they're down 2 runs. So we got Lane coming to the plate. Coach going to come up, have a little conversation, make sure everybody's on the same page.
Lane.
Jaden with a chance to be a hero here. Got to keep this train moving. Atkinson with a good lead, nobody holding him. Lane swings at the first pitch, but it fouls off the catcher's mask into the screen.
Go get him, Jaden.
Go, Jane Lane. You got it.
And that's going to be a called strike on the outside corner. Lane doesn't like it, but he's going to have to make a way here. He's down in the count 0-2. Got to protect and work hard right here. And that pitch in the same place, just a little further out, and it is called a ball. 1-2. They're going to step away, no throw. And a floater comes in, and they're going to call that a ball. Whew, Lane let that go. That was a little too tight for my liking, but it's 2-2 now.
Let's go, baby, let's go. Let's go, kid, right here.
And that well outside, Lane worked himself to a full count. Getting his money worth at the plate with runners at first and second and no outs. And this hit hard, caught by the third baseman in the air, but they throw it away. They throw it away. Runner advances to third, and they threw it away again, and it trickles into the infield. The Riders.
Hey, we'll take it, we'll take it. Ain't nobody running, son.
Starting to see some mist come in. If you look at the lights in the outfield, they're starting to cloud over a little. All right, folks, let me get you caught back up. The Riders took advantage of the throwing error. We have one out, runners at the corner.
Second baseman, number 4, Sutton Link.
We are down 0-2 in the top of the seventh. Sutton Link steps in, and he's going to swing through a fastball for strike one.
Come on, Sutton, you got this.
Come on, babe. Start last time.
Runner goes to second, and it is fouled out of play. That was a good pitch to swing at.
Yep.
Tight fastball just under the hands. Could not get around on it. All right, Link down in the count 0-2 here with one out. And that ball well outside. 1-2. Almost went to the backstop. Catcher had to make a dive in play to get a glove on it.
Yeah, if we get a pass ball, there's a lot of space between home plate and the backstop here.
All right. Bullard pitcher resets. Here he comes.
Let's go.
Let's go, SJ. What's gonna happen, babe?
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Runner goes to second. This is going to be a flare into right field. Right fielder comes up and makes the play. They tag at third and come home.
Oh,
Riders score a run. The Riders score a run on the tag ups.
So what instead of going home, they try to double up the man at first, and they make a throwing error.
Yep. Yeah, the right fielder came up throwing, but he gunned it to first base. And in the confusion, Atkinson was able to come home for a run. Now Bullard is going to contest the throw. They're going to go to second. What are we doing here, Coach?
Who was on second?
They are going to call that he didn't tag, or he touched second and didn't touch it coming back. That's what they're going to call.
Okay.
They're going to say he didn't touch second on his way back, therefore they doubled him off. What a tough way to end this ball game with the Riders in a position to tie up. Tie and run would have been at first base. Wow, what a goofy way to end a ball game, folks. Riders lose 2-0 here in Bullard. Man, I don't know if I've seen a game end like that.
Well, just weird.
The runner from first had tagged up, ran to second, thinking they were going to throw the ball through to home. When he didn't, he turned and came back to first base, but he didn't retouch second base. You have to retrace your steps in baseball.
Right, yeah.
And when he didn't retrace, he came back to first base. They threw over to second and doubled him off. I guess that's the official way to explain it. Not a way you want to see a ball game end, but that's the way this one's going to go down.
Well, crud. So we need to talk about our Cinnamon Company player of the game, and I think it's going to be Link for that awesome play.
He made an incredible play. I don't know how he did it. The ball literally was caught in the glove, swung around his body, and he took it from behind his back and still threw the guy out at first base. It was amazing.
So we're going to get ready to get our post game going. If you can go over and ask Coach to come over here, and then we can get. I think we get Link.
Yeah, we'll get Link and see if he can talk with us and come back and have a conversation.
All right, folks. Get ready to start our Aurora Concepts post game show live here on NETSN with a weird and bizarre end to the ball game, but it is an end nonetheless. Ends up being 2-0 with the Bullard getting the win here But, man, what a game. What a night by Bellin. He was our player of the game not that long ago, but, I mean, he could have been player of the game. Atkinson, as usual, but we're going to go with Sutton Leak. So we're going to start the postgame show right now. Folks, Larry Pierce is not here, and this is not soccer, but this is baseball, and it is our Aurora Concepts postgame show. We're here from them as we get ready to talk to our player of the game. And
yes, sir.
Let's get this move up closer here. So you had it working. Once we figured out that this umpire strike zone was a little different from normal, that happened, you locked in on it.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that. What you had the heat, you had the curveball, the off speed. Everything was working tonight.
Just trying to figure out where he wanted it. I know he wanted it low when we was batting, and kind of more down the middle when we was on defense. So I was just trying to get it where he wanted it, and I know he may or may not gave me that call. So I was trying to go for swing and the misses with the curveball, and they ended up working for me.
Right. Well, this Bullard team. I said they don't play lawyer ball. I mean they swing the bat.
Yes,
so,
sir.
but you knew that going in, right,
yes,
from the
sir.
scouting report. Locke, you got questions?
Yeah, you look comfortable tonight, TJ. You were throwing the ball well. I mean, you controlled the strike zone. Tell us how you felt out there. I mean, I didn't count a lot of balls you threw.
Yes, I mean, I felt good. All my pitches was working. All my pitches felt good. So I'm just trying to get swings and misses. Just trying to swing and misses.
Well, and this team, this Bullard team, is going to swing the bat. You knew that. So you did a good job mixing your speeds, and I noticed a couple of times you just kept peppering fastballs. Were you feeling that? Was Lane giving you the signals? What was the game plan coming in?
After playing them on Tuesday, I kind of knew what some guys wanted, what some guys couldn't hit. Just trying to retain information from the last game to see what each batter couldn't do.
Well, congratulations. Did a great job tonight. I know the final score didn't go your way. You guys kind of had it rallying there at the end. Just could not get a couple of runs across, but things look really good. I know you're looking forward to a great senior year, so you look good on the bump tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, that's our Center Motor Company player of the game, T.J. Bellin, or what they call you here this evening? Belly? What did they say?
Bellin.
Bellin.
The
you may be called
announcer.
that from now on. Bellin.
Hey, go ahead and ask Coach.
So that's our Center Motor Company player game. We'll hear from them, and we come back. We'll hopefully have Coach Ellis. You're watching the Rough Rider postgame show here live, brought to you by Aurora Concepts.
Center Motor Company. From whatever angle you look at it, you see Ford. Ford trucks, SUVs like the Bronco, and iconic cars like the Mustang. A legacy managed by Kevin Jones and created by Ray Jones. Center Motor Company on Hurst Street in Center.
Everybody, welcome back. Again, it's our Aurora Concepts postgame show. And, of course, we're waiting for Coach Ellis for our JBA Financial Coach Talk. We're waiting for him, Jason, like you know a little bit about JBA Financial and what's going on. What do we need to know out there?
Well, I think the first thing you need to know is we are ready to help you with any of your financial needs, whether it be some investment planning or just retirement planning. We got a lot of folks that come talk to us about Social Security or Medicare or some of those things. Any of those retirement plan needs or questions you may have, come see us. We even jump into some life insurance from time to time. So
That's
we're always
right.
ready to help.
Oh, very good. So now it's time for our JBA Financial Coach Talk with Coach Ellis. Well, this was, there's many things to describe this game. Beginning with, just your personal feelings to come back where you've been coaching and coming. And I don't know, how did it feel to be coaching in the other dugout from the guys that you coached for so long?
It's fun to watch what they've learned, to be honest, and just see them play the game the way it's supposed to be played. Coach Sherman is doing a great job with those guys, and just keeping that standard where it should be. He played a long time, and he's a great coach, and so he just kind of keeps building it and growing it. It's fun, and for our guys, they get to see good baseball, and they know we're good.
Yeah.
They know they're good.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a good ball club.
It is.
I mean, we're guy remembering to touch second base, going back. But see, that's something like you may have known that, but in the moment of things going on, it's
absolutely.
It's just kind of a reaction thing. Can't be mad at them, and if it happens again, he'll for sure touch the base and go back. So,
yeah, right.
And it's going to happen again.
Yeah.
I mean, we're aggressive on the bases, and if that ball drops, he's on third.
Yeah,
possibly
absolutely.
Scored. I mean, there's a lot of positives. I thought TJ did a great job competing in the strike zone today. I mean, he didn't get rattled. He settled in really good.
He did.
I mean, you think about it, the fly ball that scored the run in the first, make that play, fly ball to start the inning.
Yeah.
You make those two plays, it's a 0-0 game.
Right.
I mean, we catching was great. We handled adversity extremely well.
Yeah.
I was not effort, and the way these guys competed, they can't hold their heads down. I mean, they're great.
I thought we put the bat on the ball pretty well. I mean, I think the wind kind of played a factor in either holding it up or sometimes pushing it back. I mean, we had a couple that I thought might leave the park, and then it got up there, and then the wind pushed it back in. But I mean, I thought we really looked good tonight. All around everybody. I mean, we had a couple gaps in the field, but so did they. So I mean,
of course.
It's just,
and the thing is to break through, you need to win one of these games.
Yeah.
And when that happens, I think you kind of, it's like you breaking a dam. You crack it, the water starts leaking through it, and then it starts gushing. I mean, I think we're close to that spot. I mean, there's no panic, from my end. Just keep encouraging, and these guys show up every day, and they do a great job in practice. They're detailed, energy's good. They got each other's backs. I mean, it's positive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're playing the game where you're supposed to be played. I just think our better baseball is still coming.
Absolutely.
Well, Coach, we saw some outstanding web gems tonight. I mean, I want to brag on. We had a great conversation with TJ, and he did a fantastic job. I want to brag on the defense behind him a little bit. You had a diving out in left field that almost doubled off. Beautiful play.
Yes.
Talk to us about length, the behind the back. What happened? We were trying to describe it. What did you see?
Okay, so typically mechanics of that is you spin glove side and throw.
Right.
But he has this weird thing that he does, but like flipping it behind when he's just kind of goofing around. And it's not like I haven't seen it. I've seen him do it. I'm like, man, you got to turn glove side when you're doing that. He's just like, I feel confident. He's done it so much. It's just kind of his little weird thing that he does. And it came in a big situation. I mean, if he's done that so much that it's just what he does now.
Right.
That's not mechanically how you would teach it at a young age.
Right.
But that's what he's developed.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to mess with it.
Well, I usually don't have a hard time talking, okay? But when he did that, we both just sat here in silence for a second trying to figure out what did we just see.
Right.
And I finally said, well, he went behind his back with the ball. I don't know how, but he did it, and it worked, and it looked great, and he did it so smooth. Just a lot of talent in the defense this year, making some good plays. That takes a lot of pressure off your pitching.
No doubt, and that's one of the things I think they have the confidence to attack the strike zone, and Logan's done a great job with that. Easton, obviously he hadn't got in the mix really yet, and that's one of the things that that's kind of really good for us is he's a really good pitcher, and we kind of build him up slowly, with the arm thing, and so, but he's throwing the ball really well. So that's a third guy that you have, and then, sprinkle in, some. I mean, you get into the playoff run, you're gonna have to have four guys, that can compete. And we've used two really right now. Easton's sprinkled in some games here and there, and Sutton's thrown some, and get some experience. And so, I mean, just like throughout, I really like the makeup that we have right now.
Yeah.
We got Palestine next week. They're a good ball club. They're scrappy, just kind of like we are. Built the same way.
Yeah.
And those would be good ball games. But the one thing is, there's nobody in this we're going to play in this state that's better than Bullard.
That's right.
As good, but not better.
Right. Well, and y'all played them neck and neck tonight.
Yes.
I mean,
sure.
if walking in, if you didn't know that information, you would have said this game would go either way.
Right.
I mean, both good teams playing solid. Just a great all-around effort. I want to congratulate you on what we saw tonight. I know it didn't go the way you wanted it to. But there's a lot of good things.
Of course. Oh, man, I can't. And that's one of the things you got to keep these kids, positive because there's so many things that we won today. I mean, that we won at, and so we just kind of build on those really good things and the learning stuff of going. I mean, do you practice that? I mean, we should. I know that's something I take a note. And we got to practice that. It happens more than you would think.
Yeah.
We need to know that. That's something that we just practice the mechanics of it, and that way in a game, that's just what they do as well.
Yeah.
Tell us,
muscle memory.
Tell us what to look forward to Tuesday.
Well, I haven't. We're just kind of. I don't know if I'm going to go with Easton and then have Logan backing him up. That's kind of like the feel that I have. Maybe the hope is if you use Logan, it's in a short stint if needed, and then I'd have Easton Tuesday and then Logan Friday, and then give Logan and TJ a couple extra days.
Right.
Just to kind of start, because I need to start getting Easton's pitch count up.
Right.
But I still got to protect the backside of the game.
Yeah.
And so TJ's really stepped up to a great job.
Oh man, he was great tonight.
Logan's been doing phenomenal job. He had a bad first inning on Tuesday, the first game 1. And outside of that, I mean, heck, it was give a couple of hits and 2 runs. I mean, that's a closer game than 5-1.
Right.
So, I think we're in a good spot, and we're going to keep trucking.
Right. So the remainder of the district, the way it works is that we'll play each team. We'll play them at home and at home.
Yes, sir.
And so the next week it's going to be Palestine.
In Palestine on Tuesday.
We start on Palestine on Tuesday and then back home on Friday.
Yes, sir.
So we look forward to doing that. I think we're going to be here. We've got Mr. Locke back in. He's our play-by-play announcer for baseball and has been for I don't know how many years we've been doing this now, but
long time.
Now we got him back in. We split up. Larry and Wallington are up in Tyler right now. They got a late start. The Bullard ladies won in penalty kicks.
Oh wow!
Up so against
What did our
Sunnyvale.
boys do?
Well, they
just started.
They'll be in.
They were so late.
They started about 20 minutes ago, and it was
Great.
we had a check-in. It was just still
Coach
0-0.
G does a good job with those guys. I'm excited for them. So
I do
it's
too.
good. Something that we overlook is that's a big thing for our league is the sliding with bases on turf.
Oh yeah,
Especially
yeah.
a little
Well,
damp.
I was going to ask you about that. But
We
that
talked
changed
about
the
that.
complexion of the game because we got a hit. Who was after that was Gage, but then Sutton got a hit.
Right.
That would have been a run on second base, 2 outs, and that's a different looking game.
I guess he slid past
So
it. I
it
guess
was just
is what he did.
damp, and he went right over, didn't
Yes.
he? That's what we thought. Yeah.
And that's one of the things that we have natural grass. In our turf, we have that football pad, so you kind of stick when you slide.
Yeah.
It's not baseball turf where you slide slick.
Right.
Another thing that I'm going to have to learn is when we're warming up before the game, we got to practice sliding.
Yeah, and
So we
grabbing that bag on a slick field.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like you don't know, you know what I mean? It's like little things. It's like crap. I feel like I failed him as a coach, and it's made me better tonight.
Yeah.
But you're playing, again, one of the best teams in this part of the world.
No doubt.
And little things like that are the difference. You feel pretty good about what your base is.
No doubt.
So, great foundation. We enjoy calling the games, enjoy getting to know you, and looking forward to great things for the Rough Rider baseball.
Yeah, we've been looking forward. I've been waiting for baseball, and I'm happy we're here. And, man, it's just exciting to see us go out and compete like that.
Yeah, very excited for the kids. I mean, I can't ask for a better group of guys and the effort, and the results are going to come.
Yeah,
that's right.
Well, Coach, they've cranked the bus.
Yeah,
I don't want to speak for you, but I think you might get lost.
He's driving the bus.
Oh, you're the
Okay.
driver. Well, they'll wait on you then.
Right.
Hey, let's talk something else.
Yeah. All right, Coach. Have a good evening.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
All right,
it.
we'll see y'all. We'll see you Tuesday.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. That's Coach Ellis and our JBA Financial. We'll hear from them and Aurora Concepts, and we'll finish up the show as they're probably getting ready to turn the lights off here in Bullard, Texas.
Life is all about planning, and JBA Financial Services is here to help you with your financial future. Call or come by today to set up a consultation and discover what it's like to deal with the experts when it comes to investing for retirement or quality life and health insurance products. John Black, Jason Locke, and Michael Black are your experienced JBA Financial Services representatives, helping you to make the right choice for over 30 years, right here at home. JBA Financial Services, working to secure your family's future.
At Aurora Concepts.
Tuesday evening, and then back in center on Friday against Palestine in those two matches. Again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you to Jason Locke. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Coach Ellis and our player of the game, T.J. Bellin. This is the counselor, Stephen Shires, saying we'll see you Tuesday.
The proceeding was a presentation of Watlington, Shires, and Pierce Productions. We hope you have an awesome and blessed night. God bless you.